Hey guys, good morning, good morning. Welcome to my channel. This is Raina coming to you on this Wednesday. I hope you guys are doing great. I'm doing good. Just wanted to touch base this morning. Now, I was watching the news earlier this morning and they talked about the 12th, which was yesterday, is the date that most people fail at completing their resolution or working on their resolution. And that was just really surprising to me. That was just really, really surprising to me. So hopefully that is not you. If you've been following my IG page for a while, you would know that there is a couple of different posts that I did share about that. I don't believe in resolution. I believe in goal setting. So if that's something that you're interested in, you have to go back a couple of previous posts, but it's in there. And past couple of weeks, I think I just kind of shared like a quick tip again on what you want to have when setting your goals. So check it out. All right, so let's just get into it. Decisions. Seems like at least once a week or more, we need to make some type of decision, right? And wouldn't it be nice to have some type of arrow pointed us to the direction that we should go? Say, hey, go this way or that way. Well, guess what? Today's topic for our devotion: follow the arrow. And the reality is, following God's path is like following that arrow. Who knew? His ever-present spirit is right there, leading us and putting us on the right path when and if we wander off. Isaiah 30:21 reminds us of that. So take that time and consider the decisions before you right now. You might have to make some type of decision today or later on this week that could be life-changing. Who do you turn to for guidance? Why not pray about it, think about it, and listen to the song that listen to the voice of God, and you know lay everything towards God. Listen for His voice, and hopefully that will make it a little bit easier for you to make that right decision. But you have to ask. You have to pray, and you have to ask Him um, for that help as well, right? You have to get out there and seek that help. He's there for you, but you have to ask and seek that out. Our inspiration for that day is belief. And to believe, we know, is to accept something as true. And we have to be very careful what we accept for ourselves as being true. What do you believe about yourself and about your life? Is what you believe serving who you want to be in this world? Be mindful of what you accept as truth, because you become what you believe. So, just be careful. Are you listening to other people's truth about you and believing that? That's not what you want to do. You want to be mindful of what you accept as truth, because again, you become what you believe. Day 2, the joy of certainty. So in the last devotion, we talked about following the arrow, which is God's path. But what if you don't want to follow that path, right? What if you could be one of those individuals that, like, okay, maybe I want to wander off. Maybe I feel blindfolded. You telling me where to go, which path I should take. Or maybe it's just not my free will. I should have free will to decide which way I want to go, right? Rest assured, God is not pushing you down a path or His path. You will only hear His voice if you're listening. And the choice is eventually still your choice to follow. It is still up to you. It's totally up to you. You still have that choice. Consider Psalms 16, specifically Psalms 16 verses 11. God doesn't only tell us where to go, He shows us. So He leads the way. He leads the path. Rest in that lovely assurance today and pray for the courage to surrender to His lead. Moving on, day 2, in good company. Are you spending time in the company of those who stand up for you, or that will stand up and be with you when you need them to. Those individuals will see you for who you are, and they will trust. You will then trust them and show them love and honor those relationships. Because we know a lot of time the companies that we keep, guess what? When you need them, they're nowhere around. So you have to be mindful of that. You have to be very mindful in selecting individuals in your circle who will be there for you in case you need them. Right? And that was our inspiration for that day as well. So going on to day 3, you are perfect. And yes, I said it. You are perfect. When you look in the mirror, you may not always feel that way. Right? We all might think, okay, we have some type of flaws, or I could do a little bit of that, or a little bit of this. The list goes on and on and on. But guess who sees us as perfect? God does, because He created us in His own likeness. So we're unique. We are the way He created us to be. So why not try seeing yourself in the mirror as perfect? The way that God sees us, with no flaws. Past the anger, past the pain, past the hurt. See yourself complete, just as you were meant to be. And our scripture is Hebrews 10:14. And the inspiration is kindness. It's simple. Kindness. Accept and show it. Believe it when someone says something kind about us. That's it. Believe it, accept it. And we should also be kind to others as well. Right? And our fourth devotion, and that is actually for today, is confidence in our incompetence. So ever felt like you have no idea what you're doing? At least one time in your life you were there? Whether that was starting a new job, bringing home a baby, there is no manual for that, or starting a new job, like I said, starting a new business, whatever it is. Me bringing these videos to you, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just learning as I go. I'm learning what works and what doesn't. So the question is, what do you do? What do you do in those moments where you have no idea what you're doing? What you should do, and maybe you did, and hopefully you do, you put a smile on, and you dive right in, and you do your best. And that's all you could do. Do your best. And the rest will come into play. So try it. That's my challenge for you. If there is something that you have no idea what you're doing, just put a smile on your face, dive right in, and just do your best. The older we get, the more we realize, or should realize, I guess, how helpless we are. It's okay. It's okay to admit our shortcomings. That's the first step. It's okay to admit that, and allow the Father to give, to allow the Father to give us His strength. He's our strength. Okay, and 2 Corinthians 3:5 reminds us of that. So I'm gonna leave you with this. Is there a dream or a calling you would be able to fulfill if you were to embrace God's competence as your own? Because guess what? You may not feel competent enough to do it, but He believes in you, and He knows that you can. He knows that you can do it. And me coming to you out here on camera today, this is not just me doing this. I don't believe I'm good enough to do this, to come to you. And for years, that's something I've put on the back burner. But, I'm stepping out, and I'm going to do the best that I can, the best way I know how. So that is my challenge for you as well. And our inspiration for today is you will find exactly what you expect. So what are we talking about here? So there's an example that's given about this woman basically walking up to a gated community and asking the God, hey, what type of people reside in this community? is it people? Is it like people from where I'm from? And he's like, well, what type of people are you looking for? What type of people reside where you're from? And she said, people that's mean, rude, nasty, and short-sighted. And he was like, oh, we have the same people here. Okay. Second woman step up. This question was asked again to the guard. What type of people reside here? Are there people, are they like the same people from where I'm from? And he said to her, he asked her, what kind of people or where are there where you're from? And she responded, they're kind, loving, authentic, and good. You will find the same people here, he said. So the moral to this example is, the moral to the story is, we often find exactly what we believe we will. So when you step out here today on this Wednesday and you go out there, you're going to work or you're going outside or whatever it is you're going to be doing today, you will find exactly what you're looking for today. And this is the whole idea of the positive mindset. You will become what you think. So I'm going to leave that with you today. And stay positive. Until next time, I see you guys here on Saturday. In the meantime, feel free to check out my IG my page for random posts, and hopefully very post that's helpful and inspiration to you as well. Thank you guys for all the feedback and the comments. I very much appreciate it. So I'll see you guys back here on Saturday. Take care.